Hi guys, Brian Willie again with Local Client Takeover. Welcome back to video 6. So we've gone through all the kind of mechanical on-page setup that needs to take place to get a video debuting, highly on YouTube. And in this case, because it's an actual brand new channel, it has no aging at all. This was the first video I've ever uploaded. For our main keyword, we ended up in about the 5th position, I think. Yeah, number 5. What I didn't do in the last video is show you some of our supporting keywords, so we should check those as well. So our second keyword was Best Divorce Lawyer, Irvine, California. I'm going to just try Divorce Lawyer, Irvine, since that's a main keyword. And you can see we're actually in the number 3 spot here for that. If I put Irvine, California, it may show up a little bit higher. Actually, we're number 1 for Divorce Lawyer, Irvine, California. So that's on YouTube without doing anything else. I cannot remember what supporting keywords we use, so let's just double check from TubeRankSheet. I added some additional keywords in here. Irvine family law attorney. Let's see if we are even showing up for any of that kind of stuff. It's possible we are, possible we're not at this point. So here we are for Irvine family law attorney. So you can see just by dropping that in there, I'm still on page 1. Let's check one more and then we're going to move on here. Irvine child custody attorney. And let's see where we landed for that one. And again, don't worry too much about it, but we're on page 1 for that. So this, what I'm trying to tell you is it's not competitive, okay? Just by doing the on-page stuff that I've taught you so far in the first several videos, we're already on page 1. So that's half the battle of at least the YouTube portion. So I'm going to show you now in this video, kind of starting step by step, the steps that I like to take in order, and I'll explain them along the way of how they help, because some of them help support your position in YouTube, and then some of them help support your position or your ranking ability on Google. And some of them do a little bit of both, but there's some clear dividing lines that we'll talk about. Things like getting views, for instance, is an important aspect of getting ranked highly on YouTube. Getting embeds, where somebody embeds your video, that's important to ranking more highly on YouTube. Whereas there are certain things that are going to be more for the benefit of ranking on Google. So, and of course we want to do both. Again, don't count on there being a lot of searchers for local terms inside of YouTube. But there are occasionally people that will search inside of YouTube for things like Irvine child custody attorney. I mean, it's not as prominent, obviously, as somebody going out to Google and typing it in. And ultimately, our goal is to get ranked on Google. So the first thing that I like to do once I've uploaded a new video is I want to go bookmark that video. And there, you can use any service you want, as long as it goes out and does a decent job at bookmarking. There's lots of different bookmarking services. Bookmarking Demon, I think, is out there still. You could even just pay somebody on Fiverr to go out and bookmark your video on several different sites. A service that I like to use is called Onlywire. It actually goes out to 50 different social sites and posts your video and bookmarks it. Now with Onlywire, the thing I'll let you know that I do, or that I would recommend doing, it's a free account, but that only gives you a certain number of posts per month, and it's pretty limited. I think the first time I ever set up this account, I posted a few things and I was out of free credits, basically. So if you're going to be doing this more, and dealing with a lot of videos, get yourself a monthly subscription to Onlywire. It's really cheap, and they do a great job. I've seen just from doing on-page optimization on YouTube and submitting my post to Onlywire, my video is starting to appear sometimes on page 1 of Google, page 2 of Google, with nothing else. And so that's why I like to start here, because I can see what impact it has before I start going out and doing the next round of steps, I guess, that I would take in order to continue my ability to get ranked. Because sometimes this is all it takes, doing an Onlywire post. So if you're going to set up an Onlywire account, you can set up a free account. What you need to do first, though, is go over to Fiverr, and I would hire somebody to actually set up the account. Because what they do is, inside of Onlywire, it posts to about 50 different sites. Well, you have to have a login, on each of those sites. And to go out and create those by hand is a giant pain in the butt. So pay somebody $5 to go do it for you. They'll set up your Onlywire account. They'll set up accounts on every site that Onlywire posts to. And look, I mean, who could resist a face like this, right? Pay this dude $5. He's got his hand out. He's wearing a green shirt, looking all sporty. And he wants your $5, and he'll do it in 2 days, right? So save yourself the trouble. Go over to Fiverr, have somebody set up your Onlywire account, and then try it for free. You sign up for free. If you find that you have enough credits with the free posts, then you're good. If not, and you're going to be doing this more for your clients, get one of their monthly accounts. They're very inexpensive. I use it all the time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go grab my video here. Let's see. Let me go find it again. Irvine Divorce Attorney. Because I want the actual URL, Irvine Divorce Attorney, of the video. And then I'm going to just click on this. And I'm going to copy the URL. There's my lovely video. And I'm going to go over to Onlywire, and I'm going to bookmark the post. So I'm going to add that here. It's going to pre-populate my title right here. Now, what you want to do at the end, I think it'll say YouTube, or I usually delete that. And you can get creative here and do a completely different description than is on your YouTube video. It's really up to you. I usually don't, honestly. I just drop in the URL, get rid of the YouTube at the end of the title here, and then in the description area, it's a limited description because it's a bookmark. Usually those are limited to around 50 characters or something like that. So anything that's kind of trailing over here, just get rid of, so it's a complete sentence, and that's it. Hit share, okay? And now that's going to go out to all these bookmarking sites and bookmark my video right away. And so I told you I would tell you along the way what's important and what's not, and why. Now, from a YouTube ranking perspective, bookmarking is not as important. From a Google standpoint, it's very important, because it's basically immediately providing links back to your video and showing YouTube that there is some, social authority or signaling going on. People are out there bookmarking your video. And like I've said, on-page optimization, which we've shown you exactly how to do that the right way, to 100%, sometimes will get you far enough to where, if you have an authoritative enough account, let's put it that way, if you have a really high authority YouTube account, sometimes on-page is all you need, because you've got a lot of videos in there, your channel authority is way up there, and sometimes on-page is all you need. Sometimes on-page plus Onlywire bookmarking is all you'll need to get onto page 1 of Google. And I've seen it happen very quickly. I mean, we can go search. I doubt it's there yet, but you never know. Let's try a longer tail phrase. Best Irvine divorce lawyer. So I think that was one of our longer tail keywords. Let's see if it's landed anywhere. Probably hasn't yet, but it may pretty quickly here. And so we can continue to check that, to see if it ends up on Google just from doing an Onlywire bookmarking. But we'll come back to that. So I just want you to know that sometimes that's all it takes. So the social bookmarking aspect of it is the first thing that I do. I want to get my video bookmarked because, like I said, sometimes that's all it takes to now get it moving up in the ranks of Google very, very quickly for these lower competition types of videos. So that's very important. Onlywire, again, is a social bookmarking account and has much more to do with getting you ranked highly on Google than it does on YouTube. So definitely do that. Step 2, get yourself a social adder account. Go over to socialadder.com. And what this is it's basically a social media marketing service. They have all these people that sign up with them who will go out and share all of your, whatever. In this case, a YouTube video post along with the description across the web on all these different authority types of social sites, okay, social media sites. And I like to use this as well. What you do on Social Adder is you sign up, you can get a free account, and again, it'll just give you a certain number of credits. If you're using it a lot, then I would definitely recommend getting a paid account, but it's not really paid in the sense that it's going to be a set amount each month. You just buy credits in advance, and then those credits get dinged as time goes on, as you go out and bookmark a new post. Essentially, you're doing the same thing. They call it bookmarking inside of here, inside of Social Adder, and you're bookmarking your post just like you would on Onlywire, but it's going out to different services with a lot of different diverse real users going out and bookmarking your post and commenting on it and things like that. So get yourself a Social Adder account and do the same thing. I'm not really going to go into a demo of how to do it. It's super easy. They have an easy feature and a more advanced feature where you can use spun content and all that if you want to. You don't even need to. Just add your video URL, a little short description, a couple keywords, set it up so that it gets blasted out over a couple days, and that's it. So you've got step 1, get yourself an Onlywire account on Fiverr. Step 2, go out and actually blast out your post on Onlywire. Step 3, go to Social Adder and use their credit system to again blast out your post onto into all these different social media sites, and all that's going to do is have the effect of further your ability to get ranked highly in Google. Okay, so these are the first 2 steps that I always do. I always will bookmark it on Onlywire, and sometimes I won't even do Social Adder if I know, for instance, if I've searched for something, I might wait a few hours after I've done a blast on Onlywire, and I'll go check to see if my video's debuted anywhere in the top. For instance, I'll show you an example of how this worked. Atlanta. There was a longer tail keyword term. I think it was Atlanta divorce questions or answers or something like that. Let's just double check. I think it was answers. There was a longer tail keyword term, or less competitive. It's not really even that long tail, but a less competitive keyword term. And here's my guy right here. And I've done nothing with this thing at all. And it was, you can see it was uploaded October 9th. That same day it debuted on page 1 without ever doing, I may have done Onlywire. I'm not positive. I can't remember now. But I think that's probably all I did. And I think it's probably on page 2 for Atlanta divorce questions. Yeah, you can see the same video right here, basically moving up to page 1. So that's with no Social Adder, no nothing, just on-page optimization exactly as I showed you. And I think maybe, and not entirely positive, can actually check my thing here. Let's see. So I did, on October 9th, I did an Onlywire blast. You can see that. So it was Onlywire and YouTube, and that's it. Is it a highly searched term? No. But I've optimized that video for lots of other terms as well. And you can see for instance, let's see Atlanta divorce attorney inside of YouTube. And I believe that video is ranking pretty well. We'll have to see without doing really anything. And I'm going to tell you how to get it ranking higher on YouTube as well. You know, and then this guy is in a little suburb called Alpharetta. You know, and there's one of his videos that we have ranked, you know, at #1, right below the ads. Here's the other video right there that I just showed you for Alpharetta. So the key is that Atlanta is a much larger suburb, right? It's harder, there's more competition, so it's going to take a little bit more time. You know, we've done the same thing, I think, for possibly a different video, because this video is not yet ranking on page 1, but this video we did a while ago is ranking on page 1 for his main keywords, you know, for Alpharetta divorce attorney. So, and by the way, has a #1 maps position, so that's always helpful. Your clients love you when you've got multiple positions for them. So those are the two things I do right off the bat. Onlywire, and then I will typically wait for a little bit, maybe a couple hours, go back, search for some of my main keyword terms and some of my longer tail terms, and see if anything's showing up on YouTube or on Google page 1, 2. Even I would check probably down to page 5, and you'll know why in an upcoming video where I show you how to move things off of pages 2 through 5 or wherever it is sitting onto page 1 by using a technique that a lot of people don't even know about or know how to use or apply properly. So before I would ever even move to Social Ladder, I would just check that. Wait for a couple hours, go back and check it. If you don't see any movement, go to Social Ladder and bookmark it on Social Ladder. Those are real users out on the web bookmarking your stuff. Very important. From there, the next couple steps that I take have to do with making your video get some more authority inside of YouTube. So I'm going to show you that in the next video, the couple things that I do to get my video moving up the ranks, so to speak, in YouTube, which has, you know, it doesn't have the effect really of people being able to find me more inside of YouTube. Again, people aren't searching as much in YouTube, but what it does is it starts to make my video and my channel and everything else more authoritative. As more of my videos are in higher and higher positions, at sending a signal that my channel is more authoritative. And what it does is it has a double effect. It makes it much easier in the future to rank videos without doing much of anything, just doing some really good on-site optimization. And then as your channel authority grows, it makes it easier and faster to rank any subsequent videos that you do on page 1 of Google. So keep that in mind. So in the next video, we're going to cover the next steps, which are building up some channel authority and, you know, getting your video up higher in YouTube to further that channel authority, which will have the effect of having us rank higher in Google. And then in the following video after that, we're going to talk about the other couple steps you need to take to actually get your video ranking in Google itself. You know, what we do to really move videos along. And then after that, I'm going to show you a video of a technique that I like to use and use very frequently to bump videos that are sitting on page 2 through whatever 10 on Google up onto page 1 very, very quickly. Videos will get stalled very easily on page 2. You know, even if you follow a lot of these techniques, and you might get frustrated, and this technique is going to show you what to do when that happens. So hopefully this video has been helpful. This has been the first couple steps about getting ranked on Google, not YouTube so much. Onlywire, Social Ladder are going to help you get ranked on Google. The next video, I know we're going to talk about a couple things to build your channel authority, which is going to help your videos climb up higher on YouTube, which in turn is going to further increase your channel authority, giving you the ability to rank videos faster on YouTube in a higher position when you first hit that publish button, and in turn make it a lot easier and quicker to rank our stuff on Google. And so next video we'll talk all about YouTube optimization, off-page optimization techniques that we can do to get our stuff moving. So I'll see you over in the next video.